What might be the sweetest thing for you, if I might ask? Might it be chocolates? Probably. Might it be children? Oh, aren't they so sweet? Children, aren't they the sweetest thing? Yeah, they are super sweet, especially when you're sure it's yours. The DNA testing craze has proceeded unimpeded. What, you think in Uganda we've forgotten all about it? Nah, people are dashing to DNA testing centers to ascertain the paternity of their children, because now we realize that you can't take it for granted. You can't always assume that a child that is presented to you as being yours is actually yours. And the best way to be sure is to subject this child to a DNA test. Now, if you think this is just a Uganda problem, guess what? Even in Nigeria, people are talking about it. The DNA testing craze has spread to Nigeria. Over the week, Charles Onyango Obo, who I follow on Twitter, he shared an article on his Twitter about how in Nigeria it's been found that 26% of men who subject their children to DNA testing have found that the children are not theirs. Wow. Ladies, what did we do to you? What did men do to you for you to want to lie to us about these things? Why? But why? And then when the baby is born and it looks way different from how we do, like it looks a little bit like you, but nothing like the father, and then you say to the father, oh, yeah, okay, doesn't look like you, but you know what? It looks like your grandfather. Or it looks like, you remember your other uncle that we met the other day at your auntie's birthday? Our child has that uncle's fingers. So yes, this child has your family's DNA. Wait a minute. Anyway, these are the lies and excuses that have been given to convince men that the children who look nothing like them are theirs. But some men, because they are super suspicious and are a bit more critical in their understanding of science and heredity, have said, no, let me go and take this kid for DNA test, just to be sure. And then when they do that, 26% of them have come out to find that their kids are not theirs. It's crazy. You know, they like to say that the difference between a woman's lies and a man's lies is scale and scope. You see, a man might lie about his whereabouts. Oh, honey, where were you yesterday? Oh, I was just having beers with my friend. Oh, honey, who's that lady you were talking to? Oh, this lady is just my cousin. You know, these are minor jokes. But women's jokes are major. Like, hey, this is your baby. I mean, this is a lie that has repercussions for decades, because for years and years, fathers across the country and across the world have been looking after, financially and emotionally, been supporting children that they thought were theirs, but were not. So, can you imagine making a man be beholden to such a lie for all that length of time? It pales in comparison, absolutely pales in comparison to whatever small lie a man might tell a woman. So, let's not even play those games. So my appeal to the ladies is, yes, we have wronged you many times in the past. Yes, we have hurt your feelings, but please, can you stop this paternity fraud BS? It's too much. And by the way, it's unfair to the kid. How is the kid supposed to feel when he is told by his father or her father that he or she is loved for all its life because it's the only father that the child has known? How do you think that child will feel to be told that, that guy who you think is your dad is not your dad? The child will be so dejected. The child will suffer from a severe identity crisis. The child will also just start to think of his or her mother in the worst way possible. How could you, Mom? You knew this was not my father, and then you lied to him and also lied to me. It will really ruin the relationship between mother and child. So these are, this is one of many reasons as to why you may not want to engage in paternity fraud. If you already know the child is not the man's, just be honest so that, no one goes into this with any delusions. And if it means the relationship or marriage will end because of your infidelity, then so be it. Rather do that than live a lie for which your child will have to pay the ultimate price.
RX Radio.